What's up, everyone? I'm Rick Knight. Welcome back to another video here at The Bad Philosopher. Creepy porn attorney Michael Avenatti has been arrested today. I am reading something from CNBC. Let's see. Celebrity lawyer Michael Avenatti was arrested Monday on charges that he tried to extort up to $25 million from Nike by threatening to hurt that athletic appeal giant financially with negative publicity. Avenatti also was charged in a separate federal case out of Los Angeles, where he is accused of embezzling a client's money in order to pay his own expense and debts, and of defrauding a bank in Mississippi, prosecutors said. Avenatti, 48, was busted in Midtown Manhattan at 12:30 p.m. by FBI agents about 15 minutes after he tweeted that he would be disclosing a big high school and college basketball scandal perpetrated by Nike that he supposedly had uncovered. There goes your extortion, I guess. He threatened to extort them, and then tweeted that out that was going to go out there, and I guess that was supposed to make Nike make them afraid and say, no, please don't do that, and we'll just hand you over the money. It's like, no, you're going up against a giant. Like, the whole David and Goliath thing is a nice story, but in reality, most of the times David would have just gotten stepped on by Goliath, and this is the case right now. This is Goliath literally just stepping on Michael Avenatti. Like, you threaten them. What did they do? They picked up their phone and they called their attorneys. Their attorneys called the DA and the local DA or something or whatever, or the DA's office, or called the feds, and they swooped right on in for investigation. I mean, you're dealing with Nike. This is a huge corporation. This is not like me. Like, you can extort me out of something. You know what I mean? You can't extort Nike. I mean, you think it's going to go down like that? Like, me trying to extort Nike is just not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But Nike can extort me very easy, right? They have all the money and the power in this case. Avenatti, he's a complete nobody. So, he attempted to go after, Nike, and just completely got stepped on by them. Not only is he being charged with all of this, but he's not getting anything that he attempted to get. And then, then other things come out, bank fraud from Mississippi, and embezzlement because he's, using money to pay off his own expenses and debts and stuff like that. I mean, it really shows the type of person he is. And, he was a little bit of a champion for people on the left. Like, they kind of loved him, right? He was standing up for women's rights and representing Stormy Daniels. And, he was seen as like this, this male feminist who doesn't have toxic masculinity, right? Or has the right amount or the proper dose of toxic masculinity to do the whole social justice warrior, justice. He was doing all that stuff against Trump, and look at him now. Now he's in the justice system. Like, there goes real justice right there, right? Real social justice. Avenatti, you committed a crime, and now the feds swooped in and locked you up. I mean, you should have seen this coming, because his client, Stormy Daniels, was like left to like dance in the backwoods of West Virginia in a strip club somewhere for like $1 a day and a free beer, to like 6 or 7 men who, half of them probably don't have any teeth, and, they find her attractive. She's up there dancing for them, and reports came out that they were actually being, in a lot of the places she was dancing at, people being very disrespectful towards her and treating her like shit, and this is what Michael Avenatti allowed her to do, I mean, not that he has, any right to stop her from doing that, but like, that's your client. You're making a lot of money off of her. You would think you would take better care of her, do something to prevent her from having to go and do that to make a living, But no, he doesn't give a shit about her. He was just using her to make whatever money and make himself, a career. She recognized this. There was a little Twitter war, whatever you want to call it, a Twitter war against her and Michael Avenatti. She eventually fired him and moved away from him because, he's just a snake. He's there taking advantage of her. I mean, I can care less about either one of them, but, we do recognize, I can easily recognize that, the snakeness in him. So I'm glad this happened. I'm glad he got arrested. I'm glad he's going to hopefully face justice. I think it'll be interesting if him and Michael Cohen end up in the same cell together in federal lockdown. You imagine that, just walking in and, the two of them just having to share a cell just for shits and giggles. That's what I would do. I'd put them in the exact same, I'd make them be, roommates in prison. Like, you guys have to live together now. This is, it's so ironic. It's great. You have to. So, well, there you go. That's what you have. Michael Avenatti. Hopefully, his privilege of teaching of practicing law will be revoked, and And that's it. And hopefully they drain down his bank account. Hopefully this really breaks him. Listen, I want due process. So, he has every right to, defend himself, legally defend himself in any way. And, he's presumed innocent, until found guilty. Of course, I believe in all of that. Let's just wait and see. But hopefully, listen, if the evidence is there, hopefully it presents itself. Hopefully the FBI has a strong case against him. Hopefully the prosecutors have a strong case against him. Hopefully they can show without a reasonable doubt that he is guilty of what he's being charged of, and hopefully he goes to prison because, let's face it, he's a creep. He's a creep and he's a snake and he deserves it. So that's all I have for you right now. I will see you guys in the next video. Please like, share, hit the bell, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.